Good afternoon, everyone. How are you all doing? Happy Friday. For those who have a 3-day weekend, hope you have a great weekend. I know we've got one over here in the UK. Spring bank holiday, so we can't complain. Okay, so we're going to work on the lighting up there. I had a think and a look and a play, and I think we've come up with something, but we'll know for sure once we've seen how it goes and if it fits right. Let's just make sure I've got everything. Not quite, but near enough. So how's everybody doing? I want some. Probably want more than that, don't I? Let's do a couple more. Go. Hi, Grace Stover. It's good to see you. So, we're going to put a chandelier in, which we planned to do at the end of the last stream. We want a 2 probably. And we're going to play and see how it goes. Yep, you finally caught me. Hi, Alvy. You're sitting in your hanging chair in the garden. I'm jealous. Hanging chairs are awesome. So are hammocks. So hammocks are cool. Mia, I'm doing good. How are you doing? How are things going? You want some scaffolding? I'm looking forward to the 3-day weekend. I'd forgotten we had a 3-day weekend. Yep, she definitely does, doesn't she? It was Wednesday morning. I remembered this weekend's a 3-day weekend. I think it's because we already had a couple of 3-day weekends this month. You're enjoying it so much the sun is on your feet too. And not on your face. That's cool. Oh, that's awesome. I know it's nice out here today. We're supposed to have a nice weekend, which is unusual for a bank holiday. Hi, Ek. Thank you for the resub. 22 months. That's scarily close to 2 years. Oops, that went to the wrong place. So I did that. Yeah, time does fly. It doesn't seem that long ago. I want to... We'll try this width first. And if I don't like it, we'll see about bringing it in a little bit closer. Well, it is something like that, I think. Oops. Right. We'll have to come back up here afterwards to put some support on the top. So how did your second interview go, Ek? So we want here probably. Do I want there or do I want further out? I think I want further out. You're so far behind on seeing your favourite peeps live? That's cool. It's always fun to catch up with people. So, yep. I finally took up your suggestion, Ek, and put the commands that we have for the channel in the description boxes below. So, from there I want... something like that, I think. And we'll see if it works. This one further up. Because we need a second line. It's very square. Hang on. Hang on. I think I'm going to change that. I think I'm just going to put that there and one like that. Maybe. Yeah, exactly. 100% right, Gray. It's over. But I don't want it to come down too far because of the size of the room. Hang on, wrong place. And I also need to put probably a little bit of glass in between. I go there. I'm not sure it'll work, but we'll play and see. No, not there, thank you. It's in the wrong place. Not sure if this is going to be too high. Exactly. So it's a case of when I take the scaffolding down, it may look wrong because okay, I've missed something here, haven't I? Yeah. Because the room isn't really tall. I think it's too big. The room isn't big enough for it. I think it needs to be smaller. So it's probably better taking it down and moving it in a block and just being a couple of drops. But that's okay. I figured we'd end up having to play a little bit. It was a combination. Now, if it was in the room above with the dome, I could make it larger. Because it's in this room, not quite so much. So we'll try again. I still like the colour combination. I know you use obsidian to make the beacons, and I know they have to be tough, that way they don't accidentally get blown up kind of thing, but it still takes a fair while to pick them up. So what have you been up to, Gray? Anything interesting, or just the same old same old? Life keeping you busy? At least I'm using my silk pick. Well, I hope I am. Get rid of you for a second, because I'm not sure how well you're going to work. Let's put down some torches. I know we won't need them soon, but at least you guys can see a bit better. So, let's grab you. Right, so Never mind a death counter. I need a fall off scaffolding counter. I will have to sort one of those out. Hi, Furry. Thank you for the meow. How are you doing today? So, one there. Okay. Not sure how it worked, but we'll see. You're slowly getting there? Oh, good. Hopefully I know you weren't feeling well, so I'm hoping that clears up very quickly for you. We can put one there. Nope, not there. Mm-mm. Just pop to the top. I think I kind of like that shape, even if it does look a little bit weird. Hi, Arrow Chris. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're having a good day. Just knock down a couple of these bits. I don't think I just want it one tall, so I want it to come down at least one more section. Do I want it there or do I want it slightly further out is a question. Okay. Let's try this instead and see how it goes. JJ has a week off. That's cool. Right. So that's not too bad. And then that'd be 1, 2. Go 1, 2, 3. Not 100% sure. I think that one needs to go up a block. Okay. I think it's just that little bit too low. Go you. And then you. Okay, then comes the scaffolding so we can actually have a decent look at it. You Ouch. So you were going to buy a new PC? Well, hopefully you can get one when you're ready to, and when Argos is behaving itself. I think that's a bit better. You're ready. That's cool. I'm still not sure about the depth, whether I should get rid of the bottom one. Okay, so then I'll just put probably cross sections on the top kind of thing. Let's just check if it needs them. It may not. So I was thinking it might need a little bit of support that way, as if it was attached, but it may not actually need it. It may do very well without it. Because there seems to be plenty of support from the glass. I was thinking more of that if it had been one more block further out. But I think that might be fine. So I think we can do with that. Yep. Oh Lord. Bellboy and Rodney and Uncle Albert. Oh, moving chandeliers and catching the wrong one. That was a classic. Okay, so I'm happy enough with that. I think we need some seating class table areas that works as also a needs to be lighting, and it needs to fit something here. We've got you. You know, I found I had a couple more stacks of warped wood earlier. Oh, this is just a storage room. So with the villagers, we're going to have librarians in here, and we have the enchanting tables. I need to build a second one under this side as well. I thought I had, I guess I didn't. And then up here is going to be book storage. So each of these will have a sign here, and these two shulkers would be, say, mending, unbreaking, etc. Yep, it's a grand storage room. But if the book storage is up here, I also need some anvils up here, if that makes sense. But I also want it to be kind of decorative. And yes, we figured a chandelier, or I figured a chandelier, because the look of the room isn't exactly storage. Well, that's not going to break up wood. Yeah, and grinders, stuff like that. I need at least a couple more. Nah. I was thinking of a seat kind of thing, a big funky seat that you could use the anvils for, but I don't think that's going to work. Yeah, there's villages. There will be cartographers and librarians, etc. there. Let's think then. Maybe a table? How wide are we? Mm-hmm. Yeah, we have. There's a ton of villagers already down in the trading hall, mending villagers, unbreaking villagers, etc. What have I got? Should have a whole bunch of bookcases in here somewhere. We got. I knew we had a whole bunch of them. Do I have trapdoors? Or would I have to make some? I'm never sure if when I've run out of trapdoors or not. I need an entire tree farm purely for trapdoors. I swear I do. The amount of them I use. Right, so the way it will be eventually is there's a portal out here hidden in the hill. When you come in, there'll be a whole bunch of villagers. And let's just double check how close to the wall I did this. So it was catty corner to the bench. Oops. Go take care of that. I'm just going to stick a torch back there for the minute. I will fix it properly afterwards. And then a bunch of anvils beside it. So you can trade with the villagers. Emeralds will be in the chests as well as books. Hi, Gashel. So 120 date. Have we got a release date then? So yeah, so like I say, under here there is the anvils, ender chest that will have extra anvils and what have you in with the enchanting table there. Grindstone, that's what we're missing. We need some grindstones. June 7th, okay. Which probably means towards the end of June before all the plugins are ready. You're still getting to grip with the last update? Yeah, I know that feeling. I need some grindstones. So how do we make grindstones? So stone, sticks, planks. Now that I might be struggling on. I think I would be struggling on that. I need to go back to storage because I don't think I have any grindstones there. Looks like somebody's having fun. We'll stop by in a minute and see who. Okay, so stone. So on this side, and I've just missed it. Yep. But I don't have any stone. How can I not have stone? Okay. But we have cobbled. Oh, I have some stone. I have a tiny bit of stone. Gives me 6. CG axe. How are you doing today? Right, and let's close that. Grab some planks. I'll make a few of you. We've got 6 anyway. Thank you, Puri. Yep. No, it's a Patreon server for Tango Tech from Hermitcraft. It's pay to play. I guess somebody's had fun. Right, so going to need to put some more. Yes, I know, I've got sidetracked. One, two, three, four, 5, I think. Now I need some light. Let's put you in here a second. Because we've still got lighting to do on the ceilings downstairs. I don't want to use those if I can avoid it. I don't actually have many sea lanterns. So I'm trying to use them sparingly. But I should have a shulker. There we go. With frog lights. You get to join and just appear at Pendle. So let's get rid of you. I think I am 1 block too far down, aren't I? Yeah, I'm 1 block too far down. That's fine. We'll sort that out. Have tools for this and tools for that. Oh, it's always fun. The more the merrier. I do like the fact that shulkers are transparent. Now if I get rid of that, how are we for light back here? Light level 7s, so we're okay. Anvils. We've got 5 anvils, an ender chest. Okay, so I want an ender chest. And I want... Hey Trashil, how are you doing today? It's good to see you. I need to fix you too. I want rid of you. I'm going to have fun moving the villagers eventually. What I want to do as well, hopefully today, right, so I need some chests, and we have some upstairs. Is figure out how I protect this doorway, because out here is not completely mob proof. So I was thinking of double trapdoors. The carpets don't work apparently anymore, Grace. They've changed the mechanics. Even having villagers on 3 layers of carpets no longer stops them pathing. Yep. Mojang in its wisdom's decided to remove that. Don't ask me why. I don't have a clue. But it seems a silly thing to do. With the roses under carpets. Would that affect a mob? But not a player? It's worth a try. One of these should have some spruce logs in. Never mind. I have chests. There we go. So eventually I will put another enchanting table there. Still not sure what to put in the middle of the room. Looks like Trashill's happy. We have somebody else happy down here. Cable. Okay. Right, so we're saying bushes. Let's go get some berries. I flew down to storage and saw it and saw some. I haven't seen what you're building, but an optimization and storage update. Probably. Sorry, Cable. I was going down there to try and fix the doorway. Suppose we could always make a redstone shutter doorway. Right, so I need dirt. Back up to the storage again. We're up and down like yo-yos. We also need carpet. And I haven't put the Hoojama what's it's in. Where are you? There's the white ones. And I haven't taken the dirt out yet. Here we go. Nope. Okay. Do I have... I do. Do I have cobble out here? Oh, that's where the stone is. How many blocks does it take for mobs to die? That is on 223. So that's 23, 24, 25. Mm-hmm. So I'd need to get redstone onto those blocks. Where's the levers? Did I make levers or did I just think about making levers? Just thought about it. Didn't actually do it. You can go there a second. Go get some redstone dust. Nah, I don't have trust me, redstone and me don't go together very well. Redstone is definitely not a requirement of the server. There are players who love playing with redstone, so I usually just scream for help. Me, nah. I have been trying to learn redstone because one day, eventually, I would like to be an all-round Minecrafter. One day. But I'm not holding my breath. Right, so if that is on that block. Nope, it can't be on that block. Because I will need to take a signal from there. Observers. There's nothing to fangirl about, trust me. It's just fun. Minecraft is just limited by your imagination. Don't have much redstone there. Do I have... Like everybody, I am still very much learning things, which I think is awesome. It's always fun to learn. Right, so an observer. How do we make an observer? Six cobblestone, 2 of those and 1 of those. I'm not actually sure I have any of the quartzy doodads on me up here. We may have to go back to storage. I don't actually have a redstone box, I don't think. I did start off the season with one. Hi, Ali. Thank you for the meow. It's good to see you. You ready for the bank holiday weekend? I will try and avoid whatever cable's doing. I will fly back up the other way. I don't think the elytra is broken. I think it was my flying. Oh. Yep, the elytra was perfectly fine. I just was probably my health wasn't very high because I forgot to eat. Yep, she definitely does. You have to remember, Cable, I'm the person who used to go to the end on the day it opened. I would die 10 times and then not go back to the end for the rest of the season. Until they changed the flying mechanics to make it easier. Oh, it's not so bad now. Now that you can, they change the mechanics for when your wings engage. It did make it a whole lot easier for me to fly. Plus, I got a lot of tips from Doobie and Eck and Asher and a whole bunch of other people on how to fly in the end. Because, yep. Yep. Nothing ever happened, Gray. Let's try not to headbutt the wall this time. You never had an elytra. They're not hard to come by on here. We have resetting end cities and people sell them. So you don't actually have to go to the end if you don't want to go to the end. Because there are people who love doing that and they sell them for usually a few diamonds. Historically, it's been anywhere between, well, usually around 5-ish diamonds. So it's not usually too bad. And usually there's a season. People get together for an end fight at the beginning of the season. I just tend to watch it and let everybody else fight the dragon. I only made 2, didn't I? Okay, that's fine. I should have really made 3. Okay, I need to go get at least 1 more. Let's try not to headbutt again. We've only had... So, second. We've only ever played on the phone. Maybe built a fort for your son. But that's cool. There's nothing wrong with that. This is a great server for learning. People are friendly, they are helpful. So if you ever do, don't worry about what you don't know, because we all don't know a lot. And what you've never done before, because people are always more than happy to help where they can. I'd only been playing the game Minecraft about 10 months when I joined the server. And I learnt so much. Right. So that's not the one I want it to face. I want to point to... You're going to let me point upwards? Wrong way. Try that again. I need a repeater now, I think. Is it a repeater now, or is it dust now onto a repeater? I guess we will soon find out. Oh yes, very much family friendly server. That one, in that regard. There's never any pressure. Gray, you do what you want to do. Simple as. Repeaters, that's what I was looking for. There we go. Knew I had some. And I'm probably making a pig's ear of it, and there are a lot better ways. Oh, that's a comparator. I don't want a comparator, I want a repeater. Okay, so repeaters. What do I need for a repeater? Dust, torches, stone. Okay, that I can do. Okay. So 1, 2, 3 would be there. Yes, I'm destroying everything. No. Needs to go into there, so it's probably going to need some more repeaters. means you need to change as well. Hey, I have no problem failing on stream. If I don't try, I don't learn. Like I say, it is what it is. It's a case of I'm using my limited knowledge and we'll see how far it gets me. If it works, fantastic. If it doesn't, well, it's no big deal. I can go away, look something up and then move forward from there. Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Need some more sticks. I'm going to need 12, aren't I? There we go. We've got a few more sticks here. And there's nothing wrong with failing, as long as you learn from it. Five. So what am I missing for the repeaters? Dust. May have some dust. Oh, there's no dust in there. Oh, there's a little bit here. Not sure it's going to be enough, but it's worth a try to see. I want one more repeater. And I think I'm not going to have enough. Put those in there. And yes, I still need to put down the grinders. So grinders, let's see. What about here instead? We can put a grinder on this side. Nope. Have to be somewhere, maybe there. I know it's not in the same place, but it's tucked away out of the way. go grab some more redstone dust. When I need to, I can always go grab redstone dust from the villagers. Fortunately, they like to give us dust. Gave me 6. Okay, I think I need a... $18. That's fine. Probably something like target blocks, etc. may have been easier or what have you. Let's get rid of you for a second. Looks like I'm going to have a little bit of rebuilding. But that's all good. So you go there. You would have to come up and round here. Don't want to cut off that redstone. Carpet. How does that behave with that? Yes, I know, I'm making more of a mess. Don't think it's cut it off. Is it still coming up the side? So I think it's okay. It's a little bit funny, but nope. Should Okay. Let's see if it's a snow block. I'm just trying to get a signal from that lever to go down the redstone into the other blocks. Now, I don't know whether there's an issue because it's snow blocks. I don't know whether snow blocks are a block that will transmit redstone or not. Like I say, I am not, and I'm also not sure if that's causing problems. So first things first, that went down the chain, but I didn't see it go anywhere else. Nope, that didn't work. Okay, so what about we put some redstone dust on here. And just trying to make a little bit of room. Okay. Right, so that's just ticking it. It's not leaving it solid. So that's fine. So if we put that, so I need something that isn't just going to tick. So do I have a sticky piston? Would a sticky piston even work? Because I could push down a redstone block. I think. Was going to put something away. That's what I was going to put away. Wonder if my redstone is in that chest outside. It's more likely to be there. And the pistons are more likely to be in the other build. And yes, I know people will probably be cursing me because, yeah, they're probably yelling at it's so easy. And it probably is for most people. But I'm not most people. Okay. So how about I don't make it too complicated? It's behind here, and can I hide it? How do I step you down? It's behind here. Okay, I can hide that. That's not a problem. Oops. Right, so the dust would go there. Have it go here. Oh, that was a wrong block to break, but that's okay. We can still... No, I want the dust, please. Okay. That works. Well, I got something that worked. It may not be pretty. And I'm sure there are hundreds of other ways to do it that work a lot better. See, yep, we're fine. Grab you. We are going to put you there so we hide that. Can I put you down there to hide that gap? It should be able to. There we go. Hang on, I've got one more of those. You fix that. Okay. That way, if it's open, mobs should think they can cross it and fall down to their deaths. And if somebody's coming up, they can close it and get into the villagers. If anybody has any better ideas, give me a yell. But at least it works. And yes, it took forever for me to figure it out, but that's fine. Okay, so we have that. I'm still not sure what I'm going to do here. But I've been hitting that brick wall for a while, haven't I? But so it's copper. Do we need to do some kind of similar-ish thing on the floor below? So I need to grab you because you're the lighting. Did I put the shulker of copper away? Yep, I did. Take you as well. So we need carpet, string, copper. And quartz. You've got quartz in. You've got string in. Your quartz, but I'm not 100% sure. Your carpet. Your dye, so I'm going to need you. These are quartz, but they're all quartz that I can't alter. Okay. Because I need to figure out something for the roof here. Yeah, I think the light fixture turned out okay. We put one in that wasn't quite right. We made it a little bit too big. Well, I made it a little bit too big, but making it a bit smaller seems to fit it a little bit better anyway. So we're going to move you here. You'll do for the minute. You got plans for the bank holiday, Ali? And I assume you're looking forward to having the Monday off. Smooth quartz. I don't want smooth quartz. Smooth quartz isn't going to do. So what did I do with the normal quartz? I know I have some. Because I'm pretty sure we didn't use it all up the other day. Be very surprised if I did. Okay, so he's definitely not there. Smooth quartz. Unchiseled. What I want is some more chiseled. You'll probably just keep binging succession. That's cool. Sometimes it's just relaxing to have the day. Okay. Sorry, I know I'm going back up to check these chests. Shulkers even. But I could have swore I had a bunch of quartz left. Bricks, slabs. Bricks, pillars. I guess we're going to pay a visit to the villagers. Hang on, what are you? There we go. Couldn't see them for looking at them. Yeah, my villagers do. I was just sure I had a whole bunch of them. Fortunately, we don't have to. They were in with the blue terracotta. Don't know why they were in with the blue terracotta, but they were in with the blue terracotta. Right, so you see where that dark shape, how it kind of curves round, comes into a point and then out. I'm thinking maybe that would be a good shape to be slightly different. Yeah, I'm just wondering about putting another layer of these quartz blocks or stayers there to bring it down to a shape and use the same blocks as we've used upstairs, but just in that kind of shape. Maybe. Let's go grab the... Did I bring the stone cutter down? I didn't. So we could kind of do that down there, but in that shape. It might end up looking like Batman too. It wouldn't surprise me. Hey, we can give it a try. So, I need the scaffolding from whichever chest I stuck the scaffolding in. You know, let's get you lot out of the way. Must be down here already, which is fine. Lighting. Copper. There we go. Pendle. You're doing the walk of the shame up the stairs again. I came up for one thing, remembered about another thing, remembered about a third thing, and forgot the first. Because that's what Pendle does. Very chaotic building. Could have swore I had a lot more scaffolding though. Did I not put that ender chest down? I didn't. I don't know what I did with it all. I know I had I had about half a shulker worth of scaffolding. Now, my problem could be, is this a half slab or a full slab? That's the other thing. So I can't remember if I left it on the half slab height, but we'll find out in a second. Okay. But I think it's a half slab height because it's the top slab rather than the bottom. Yep, it is. So I can't take that out. I've got to add. I've got to add a slab to it. Or I wonder. How would it look? Because I could remove the half slab and replace it with an upside down stairs. Which would bring it down . One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. 2, 3, 4. So that would be the half. One. Just get a few more. Then we'll see if we can bring it down that extra amount in a second. So I'd want this on the inside, not the outside. So you won't go that way. You'd go that way. You would go that way, and that way. Which means the lighting block would need to be at least one more further in. I know that's not the right place. Let's get the copper. You would go there. Go there. There. I can't bring that one straight out to here because it just wouldn't fit right. So I need to change that to a half slab just there. Which means it's kind of stepping down, but that's fine. And you would be there. Now I know above we would have put this 1 block higher up, but we had a 2 block gap. Hi OMG, how are you doing? It's good to see you. So I'm not sure if this is going to work. Because it'd need to come down even further, wouldn't it? Just take you out a second. Because that's it, not even the right block. We should have the chisel quartz. And then at that block there would have been the lighting block. You're doing good, that's awesome. Unfortunately, you joined just as we were finishing, OMG. We've just hit the 2-hour mark. Really, really sorry. Server's just about to restart. But I'm glad you're doing good, and it's awesome to see you. It really is. Let's see if I can find anybody who I can hand you guys over to. So let's see who's streaming. So Mr. Joker is playing Minecraft. So I will send you guys that way so you can continue watching Minecraft. And I apologise that you arrived just at the end, OMG. Everybody have a fantastic weekend. For those of us who have long weekends, I hope you have a great Monday off. I will be streaming as normal on Monday. Same time, same place, same back channel. Everybody's kind of gets busy, but I appreciate whatever time people can spend with me. I really, really do. You make it so much fun to stream and build. So thank you all very, very much. Take care, everybody. See you all later, hopefully.